Okay, we're recording. I'm wearing the same shirt as last week, but it's washed. I just put it on. It's washed. Don't be weird. Anyways, it is June 28th at 11:22 a.m. in the morning, and this week was we talked about money, and I'm so out of it right now. Sorry, I have not gotten a decent amount of sleep. And I just wanted to get this done. I still need I haven't done a lot of this week's tasks, to be fair. I'm going to be completely honest. I am going to do one right after this. So, that's that. I guess like to start it all off, I don't really have a great relationship with money, right? I mean, when I was a kid, my dad thought it was a good idea to give me my own like card. Like it wasn't under my name, but I had access to a debit card, and I spent so much money. So much money, gang, like for no fucking reason, to the point where like I like yeah, I kind of like spent all of it one time. I know, crazy work. So it was a lot of money, to be fair. So it's like, and after that, I kind of like freaked the fuck out, and I was like, okay, yeah, I never want to spend a single dollar ever in my life ever again. To be fair, I don't have a job. I don't work. So I feel like that in itself is already like another reason why I'm so adamant on not spending a lot of money. And like I like I have such a hard time like just like treating myself sometimes. Like yeah, I'll get fucking DoorDash every now and then, but like sometimes it's just out of like me not wanting to eat anything at home, and I feel guilty for like being that way, so I'm just like, "Oh, let me buy something cheap like McDonald's." And I like fucking hate McDonald's, and it's just like, "Why would you do that?" So, we've also like we discussed like the topic of like, indulging in like luxuries, or like just to like I guess revitalize like the creative the to heal your creative part of yourself, your inner child, I guess. That's as great as I can fucking explain it, right? But I don't know, it's just like I noticed that we also talked about like the connection with like God and money, right? We This week was pretty spiritual, I'm not going to lie. There was a lot of focus on God specifically, and just like the yeah, and how it's like sometimes people might have the belief that you can't, like, if you like, you can't pray for money essentially, right? And I already kind of felt like, yeah, I think you can do that to an extent, but I believe you can. It's just the fact that like I feel like I'm not deserving of money in a weird way, and it's like I don't know. I have such an issue with accepting gifts, acts of kindness from other people, because it I feel like in return I have to do something back. Like it's an obligation, and no one can't just give me anything for like no reason or just because. That's just how I've been brought up, and I feel like I kind of noticed that was like a pretty like I was always aware that it was like a bad habit, and I feel like this week I was like, yeah, you can have nice things. You can accept things from people. It's just I don't expect to overcome that issue very easily, because it stems from a very dark place. Or not, I wouldn't say a dark place. Well, it stems from a lot of trauma from my childhood and the way I was brought up to be. So, it's like, yeah, I don't really think that I'll be able to like automatically be like, "Oh yeah, I feel better now." That's like bullshit. Like, be so for real. You know, it's like that part of me will take time to overcome. But for my artist date, one of the tasks that we had to do was write one favorite thing, or just write a favorite thing based off of whatever category that like it lists out in the tasks thing. I forgot. I don't know how to word it properly. But it's kind of crazy. Like, I just want to yap about this because I thought it was so it just felt very coincidental. Yeah. So in like the category under dessert, I had to write like my favorite. I guess I just had to write my favorite dessert ever. And I put chocolate cheesecake because damn, that shit's bomb. I also really love ice cream, but like I haven't like I've only had chocolate cheesecake like a few times in my life, and like I was like, damn, that shit's good, man. And I was like, might as well fucking put it on there. I haven't had it in such a long time. It's like literal years. Like regular cheesecake, yeah, that's like I like regular cheesecake, but chocolate cheesecake, it's different. It's different. It hits hard, and I just like I kind of wrote it down and I thought nothing of it. I was just like, yeah, I mean, that would be a luxury. It wasn't really like what I was like thinking at the time. I was just like, oh no, this is like my favorite dessert. I really liked it that one time that I ate it, so fuck it. And with that being said, for my artist date, I was binging on like Wes Anderson movies because Peak, and I had never seen the movie Isle of Dogs. I think that's what it was called, or Isle of the some shit like that. It's like it was a stop motion movie, but I that was like the one movie that I wanted to watch like for sure, and it had been on my list for a very long time, but I never got around to watching it. And I was like, fuck it, I might as well just order food. I hadn't spent money that week besides like I guess like for like a subscription for like my Spotify. But I'm a student, so like I get like a discount. So it's not a lot of money, but I hadn't spent that much money this week. And I was like, I just wanted to I don't know, I felt like the need that like I just wanted to do something more with the artist date rather than just like binge movies. And I was like, I might as well just fucking order something. And I was just gonna order McDonald's or like Chili's or something. And I for the fun of it, I like to look at the crumble cookies. Fucking I like to look at like the different shit that they have at Crumble Cookie. I had never seen this ever, like on the like different cookies that they had, because they change it out every now and then, or like every other day or every day. I don't really know because I don't check Crumble Cookie daily, but they had fucking chocolate cheesecake on that bitch. And I was like, oh my god! My mic is peaking. I'm so sorry. But they had fucking cheesecake. They had cheesecake. I was like, yo, this is a sign from the big man himself. So damn well I had to get it. I had to get I felt like I was like not obligated to, but I felt like it was just like, yo, hey, you trying to treat yourself with something nice. And so with that being said, I was like, you know what, let me look at like my favorite, like the favorite meal that I had put in the list. And well, I already know what it was, but I just wanted to look back at it just so I could also check that like, hey, you did put chocolate cheesecake, right? And like I just thought it was like so crazy. I don't know, it was so stupid, it was so dumb, but I had a great time. And I decided to also indulge in my favorite dish, which is like fried fish and shrimp. So I know, fried fish and shrimp plus cheesecake combo is like, fuck, it sounds crazy. It was kind of crazy, but it was good as shit. So I'm not complaining. I liked both of those things. They both turned out great. Great movies. Had a fun time. But yeah, I'm still like yeah, it was super fun. But I'm not really sure what to talk about for this week because like I mean I guess like my the whole topic of like money in itself is just like a very kind of conversation for me. I don't really I guess like most of my issues that I'm currently having still tie into the whole like relationships and like connections that I have. I'm still struggling with like actually doing anything and it just feels like I've been really burnt out. I guess when it just comes to life. Like I've noticed that like I guess like after last week I've had such a strong desire for connection. Whether it's like platonic or romantic, I don't really care. I don't want to search for anything romantic at the moment, but I still crave it, and I feel like that's just never going to go away. I have such a I just have a strong desire to have genuine connections with people, and it's gotten to the point where I'm sick of it, you know, like I'm sick of having to deal with superficial people, having surface level connections with people, and just feeling as though the effort that I put into any sort of connection just is never returned or reciprocated. It's usually like an unrequited situation. Always, not all. I don't want to say always, because there are times whenever I myself I feel as though I also tend to push other people away, but that's just like I don't know. I like it. It's just it's that's essentially everything that's really going on. Um, as for like I guess like just like the general issues that I've been going with, and although it's not too much, I feel like it's still greatly impacting the way that I am going about my work and art. Oh, excuse me, but yeah, I guess I don't really know if there's anything like else for me to say at this time. I did all the morning pages. I woke up very late yesterday, so I did kind of fuck up that morning page as well. So I still like I said I'm always gonna do the morning pages. I just like I sometimes I fuck up, or it's just like oh I was so hungry that I got up and immediately went to go eat and I forgot to do the morning page. That's usually how it goes. That or it's not a morning page because I wake up in the afternoon and it's just like you ain't supposed to do that. Right? That's usually how it goes, and that's what happened this week. It was just yesterday that it happened. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's just I don't know. Um, yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. Just I'm not going into my relationship drama because there isn't really anything going on other than just like stupidity, right? And it ain't nothing like to really like that's like, whoa, oh my god, this is so crazy that I need to talk about it because it's so impactful in my journey. It's not. I'm just saying, like, the overall, like, theme of me wanting connection is impacting the way that I'm going about this journey, considering that, like, it's just. I guess I've been alone for so long. I haven't been in a relationship, like, a genuine relationship for, about a year. A little over a year, I'm sure. And as like coming from someone who has been in relationships like their whole life, it's still new. I'm still not accustomed to it. I'm very used to having someone there, romantically speaking. I had never been in I've never kept friendships. Like I don't have like oh, I have a like I don't talk to anyone from my childhood. A lot of the people that I used to talk to just like kind of dipped. And I do have one person that I have known since middle school, but like I would consider ourselves like more so acquaintances, considering like we don't really talk, and I feel like we've just, I don't know. I have nothing against him. Don't get me wrong. He's chill. He's a vibe, but yeah. That's all I really have to say though. Yeah, it's just ain't nothing to really talk about. I've said all I've needed to say, and I just hope that over time that this strong desire for, I guess, any sort of connection in general just, I don't want to say just fades away, right? But I would just like for it to not be at the forefront in my mind 24/7. Because I really do want to create things, and I feel like maybe me wanting connection is part of an excuse, or maybe I just really need someone to, get me to fully commit to like what it is that I want to do. And it's like I feel like I could do that on my own, but at the moment, I would just really like a support system. Like, I guess, yeah. I think that's all I need to say. So, I guess next week we will be talking about whatever it is that we talk about next week, because I haven't looked at it. I haven't looked at what it said. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you then next Saturday. All right, let me stop recording. Bye bye.